Welcome back, fellow gamers. I want to talk to you today about some hidden gems that I use in my Commander decks. We're going to go over colorless cards today. I do have more videos on like this hidden gems type of series for Commander cards that I want to do. So I'll just focus on 3 cards today from, the artifact theme, and which is good because it can slot into multiple colors. So I'm not really, if you hate like blue and you're never going to play blue, at least you can use this video for something. So the first card that we're actually going to go through is Ashes of the Fallen. Now the card screams like useless if you don't really play with your graveyard. But as soon as you play with your graveyard, and by playing with your graveyard in this way with these types of commanders, you do realize that it unlocks more than just tribal. So whether it's dragons, zombies, or anything in between, you're really able to grab cards back from your graveyard that you otherwise wouldn't be able to. So a card that I stick into most of my decks that fit it, so blue, is Consecrated Sphinx. Now, it's perfect in a deck like Giza and Draft because it's not a zombie, but with this card, it turns into a zombie. And there are other cards that give that ability specifically for zombie, but I'm just drawing that parallel there for you. Obviously, in a Bruna deck, you might want to bring back El Schnorn. That's another card I kind of try to fit into all my white decks because who doesn't like hosing token strategies? Another card that I really like is Cold Storage. Now it is risky, especially if somebody is going to be playing Crows and Grip on you and essentially getting rid of the card. So I'm going to preface that before we go any deeper. But if you're a deck that is able to generate a bunch of mana, you're essentially saving yourself from board wipes, all kinds. You're doing yourself a favor by just slapping everything into Cold Storage and then cracking it as soon as the other spell resolves. Again, you are open to a lot of artifact removal, but this is a card that not a lot of people expect. So going through that aspect of just surprising an opponent by saving all your stuff and leaving them with self-destructing their board, or maybe you're doing the destructing. Maybe you're going to be playing Wrath of God. Load all your creatures in there. This is how you load the creatures, just so you know. And then from there, just crack it open, and Cold Storage is now giving you a one-sided board. It's really good. I like it. My friends know about it now, so it's harder for me to play around in my meta. But when I play with either new people or if I go to a Grand Prix, people don't really know that card and they don't know what to expect. The next card is Mirror Gallery. A lot of people actually don't know this card exists because it was printed before the actual boom in Magic players that occurred in 2008, 2009. It's just like, it's a card that reads potential. Now, it's very situational. Essentially, if you're playing blue, it's a great card because you're able to clone your general or other legendary creatures that you might have on your board state. So, getting 3 or 4 El Schnorns is quite relevant. But there's also other instances. So in a deck like Riku, where you're copying creatures, obviously you don't really slam a lot of legendary creatures in a Riku deck. But if you're playing Mirror Gallery, you might want to. It might prove beneficial. And also, if you like Tolsimir, he's actually, he creates that 2/2, which is really a 4/4 legendary wolf. Most times, you don't see that many people playing that deck because it's just tapping for one of those creatures. But having Mirror Gallery out means you can tap multiple times and get out multiple 4/4s. And the general's ability himself is relevant if you're playing a lot of weenies. So if you have a token-based deck, that's going to be even better. And I do think there are other instances in which Mirror Gallery can be beneficial. If we're looking at like a card like this that's producing multiple tokens each turn, and it could be a legendary creature. You're not just sacking your legendary creature that comes out every turn. That ends up being a really good strategy. With every release of a product that gives us a new legendary creature, I look to see, is this abusable with Mirror Gallery? So far, we haven't really hit that point, but I am looking forward to finding a spot where Mirror Gallery will just take off. This is a card that is just waiting for one particular card to be printed for it to skyrocket. So those are my hidden gems for EDH/Commander. If you have any hidden gems, I would love to hear it. Let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to sharing more of my hidden gems with you.
Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. If you'd like to see more, click on one of the 2 videos that are there, or click on show more in the description below to see when and what we upload, as well as when we stream. And if you need an update on what exactly we're going to be streaming that week, don't be shy to hit us up in the comments or reach out to us on Twitter. We'll be more than happy to chat. Until next time, good gaming.